Pero dadaanan natin. I just have to do it quickly. Okay? So, for example, paano mo makukuha yung operating income? Ang binigay lang sa'yo is sales, margin, return on investments. Margin is income divided by sales. So, kung titignan mo siya, margin is equal to income divided by sales. This also means that sales is equal to income divided by margin, or that income is equal to margin times sales. So, i-multiply mo lang. 15% times 400,000. Magkano ang ating operating income? Times 15%, you have 60,000 operating income. So, you already have your operating income. Ano pa yung nabigay sa'yo dito? Ayan, yung operating income mo, tignan mo. Kailangan mo pang isolve yung operating assets. Kaya ba? Oo, kasi meron tayong return on investments. Meron rin tayong margin. Meron na rin tayong operating income. Diba? Yung operating assets mo, pwede mo namang hiwalay yan. Pero, idiretso mo na. If return on investment is equal to income divided by assets, yan yung ROI mo. Eh di kung gusto mo makuha si assets, it's as simple as operating income divided by return on investment. So 60,000 divided by 30%, magkano yung operating assets natin? This is 200,000. Nakahabol ba tayo? If you don't, that's fine kasi kailangan mo rin itong i-practice on your own. Okay? So, ayun siya. Paano mo makukuha yung turnover? Is this something that you have to work back? Pwede mo naman siyang kunin sa sales divided by operating assets. So, 400,000 divided by 200,000, this is 2. Are there any ways that you can solve it? Yes. Kasi, return on investments is also equal to margin times turnover. Diba? This means na if you want to get your turnover, it can also be return on investments divided by margin. So 30% divided by 15%, ano makuha mo? 2 pa rin. Gets? Gets. Alright. Residual income, kaya bang isolve? Yes. Diba? Paano? Sir, wala naman sa table yung target rate of return. Ayan. Tignan mo yung data. Nandito siya. 90%. So, how do you do this? There are 2 ways I'll show you. The first one, yung typical. You have your assets na 200,000, i-multiply mo ng 20%. Magkano ang target income ni Division A? Target income of Division A is 200,000 multiplied by 20%. So 200,000 multiplied by 20%, you get how much? 40,000. 40,000, magkano yung operating income natin? 60,000. So 60 minus 40,000, we have a residual income of 20,000. Okay ba? Okay, diba? How do you make this faster? For me, it's a lot faster. Ang gawin mo lang, return on investment minus 20%. Anong matitira sa'yo? Diba? Meron kang residual return of 10%. Bakit ko ginawa yun? Kasi return on investment represents your actual profit. Target profit is 20%. 30% actual profit based on your assets. Kasi parehas naman na asset base yung gagamitin mo, diba? Minus 20% target rate of return. This will give you 10%. That is the residual income in percentage. Multiply mo ng operating assets mo. 200,000 times 10%. Anong lalabas? 20,000 pa rin. Diba? Kayang-kaya, diba? Kayang-kaya. So, ayun. So, our turnover is 2 times. Operating asset for this question is 200,000. Operating income is 60,000. Residual income is 20,000. Alright? I'll screen cap this for you too. Ang gagawin nyo on your own time, isolve nyo naman si Division B2, Division C3. Magkakaroon ba ng difference? Hindi. Diba? Did you understand the relationships here? Etong lahat na yan. Yung lahat ng yan. Diba? If you don't, feel free to ask a question right now. Balikan natin later. Pero kung naintindihan mo yan, parehas lang yung process dito sa B and C. Gamitan mo, apply mo lang yung understanding mo. Okay? Alright. So, ayan. Meron ba tayong additional considerations when it comes to performance measurement? Yes, diba? Your accounting methods natin can sometimes play a part in how well we do when it comes to measuring performance. Kasi may times na yung method pala natin ng accounting, anong nangyayari? Hindi pala siya conducive sa goals na gusto nating ma-achieve. Like for example, diba, inventory, fixed assets, pag ginamit mo sa pag-calculate, ayan, diba, yung value ng assets mo, yung value ng inventory mo, diba, paiba-iba yan. I mean, hindi naman paiba-iba. I mean, may different methods, diba, kung paano sila i-record. Sa inventory, diba, meron kang LIFO, FIFO, meron kang weighted average pagdating sa valuation. Paano yung cost flows mo? Diba? Paano ka nag-allocate ng cost sa inventory? Diba? Yung sa fixed assets mo, diba? Paano mo siya vina-value? Meron kang different types of depreciation methods. Diba? And so on and so forth. Methods rin of how to record. So, yung mga napag-aralan niyo sa section A, ayun, diba? Useful siya dito. So, ang gusto lang natin sabihin dito is, when you're comparing two business units, ayan, both units should use the same valuation, depreciation, tapos, basta yung accounting sana nila parehas. Kasi just the fact that you're not using the same accounting methods, it might give rise to a situation where you're comparing apples to oranges. And that's not something that we want to do. Alright? Ano pa yung mga other methods na kailangan nating isipin? Diba? Or I mean, other considerations. Ayan, government controls on selling prices. Diba? This is on a multinational scale naman. So again, napag-usapan din natin yung transfer pricing ha. Ito siningit ko lang dito actually, pero yun na. Nagkakaroon tayo ng additional considerations dito sa multinational corporation. When it comes to transfer pricing, yung mga tax rates, tariffs, and so on, nandito rin naman siya, diba? Varying tax rates, tariffs and custom duties. Diba? So, eto naman, mga regulation side. Economic, legal, political, social, and cultural environments vary. Lalo yung cultural, you have a whole section on this. When it comes to ethics, sinasama rin doon yung how to deal with different types of people, different types of cultures. That's very important kasi you will be managing different types of people. Hindi ka naman pwedeng mamili na dapat lahat Pilipino lang. Pwede mong gawin yun, pero that's discriminatory. And if you want to succeed, usually, nandun ka sa mga multinational corporation. And kapag nandun ka, you have to deal with different types of people. And the things that they're responsive to, the performance measures that they are receptive to can also vary. But you have to take that into account. Different currencies, exchange rate, this is on the side of value na naman. Diba? Mga risks rin, expropriation risk, ano ba to? The risk that the government can take your property without even needing your consent. Stuff like that. Diba? Basta, there are many difficulties that arise when you're dealing with multinational corporations. And you can't avoid this. Diba? Saan mo dream na mag-work? Usually, hindi naman yan local company. Diba? We talk about companies that are known around the globe. Multinational corporations. So, when you are managers yourselves, ayan, isipin nyo to ha. Ayan, lahat yan. And ayan, foreign currency calculation of ROI used to compare two divisions, diba? Kapag dalawang division, yung isa nasa ibang place, yung isa nasa ibang place rin, dapat naka-restate yan into a common exchange rate. Again, the point is, don't compare apples to oranges, diba? Apples to apples, oranges to oranges. Doon tayo lagi, okay? So, whenever there are discrepancies with accounting methods, with foreign currency, kailangan mong i-restate into a common language. Pag culture lang, wag naman sana. Hindi mo naman kailangan pilitin na i-restate into a common culture. Anyways, that's something for a different topic. I don't think, meron naman siya sa ethics, pero hindi tayo nagfo-focus masyado sa hindi na tayo nag-delve deep talaga into what motivates people. Pero that's something that you can also learn outside of the CNA. Pero at least na-introhan tayo dito. So that's a good thing. Last considerations, we're down to our last 4 slides. So we have the balance scorecard. Guys, ano to? This is one of my favorite things. Bakit? Kasi when you map your strategy, you have a goal, and when you map your strategy to reach that goal, usually you can divide it into 4 parts. Your strategy when it comes to achieving your financial success. But to achieve your financial success, you have to make your customers happy. For your customers to be happy, they need to receive something valuable to them. You need to make them feel like they have something valuable, diba? At para maabot mo yun, makabigay ka ng something of quality, something that actually suits the needs and wants of our customers. Dapat maganda yung internal business processes mo. Kung ano yung ginagawa mo sa loob ng company to achieve that value. Pero, ang tanong ko sa inyo, sinong gagawa ng processes na yan? Tao. So we also need to make sure that our people, that we have the necessary know-how within the organization. So that is the learning and growth within the organization. Anong use neto? We talked about KPIs before. So if you have goals that can be separated into 4 different perspectives, diba? You have profitability, which is the financial perspective, diba? How to make customers happy and how to target the right people, yun. The customer perspective yan. Tapos, kung paano mo sila nakaka-capture, diba? Yung internal business processes mo rin, like how efficient are you? Diba? Yung mga tipong ganun. How well are you producing quality within your organization? Ito naman, are you hiring the right people? Do you have, are you equipping your people with the right knowledge, skills, and attitudes? Yung tone at the top niyo, is it conducive to the people inside of your organization? Ayan. So, you can map that into a strategy map. And then, anong pwede mong gawin dito? Pwede mo siyang gawan ng scorecard of how well you're meeting your objectives regarding those aspects. Kasi pwede mo siyang ihiwalay. Financially, yan na yung mga common. Usapan nga natin yung mga iba kanina, di ba? ROI, and so on and so forth. Pero for these, all of these, hindi naman kailangan na yung napag-usapan natin, yun lang yung isusukat mo dito. You can add KPIs na hindi naman purely quantitative. Like sa learning and growth, ilan yung tao natin sa loob ng organization na certified? Diba? Ilan sa kanila yung continuously na nagsiseminar, continuously na nagpapa-certify, kumukuha ng ibang certifications. Ilan yung training programs natin sa loob ng organization? Diba? Pwede mo ilagay yan sa learning and growth. Paano sa internal business processes? Diba? Mayroon ba tayong Kaizen initiatives? How many Kaizen initiatives did we have throughout the year? Mga continuous improvement initiatives, and so on and so forth. Diba? Tapos yung mga KPI na napag-usapan yun natin, like efficiency, pwede mo ipasok dyan. Pwede mo rin ipasok yung, kunwari, kanina, yung quota, yung basis ng isang client namin. Pero hindi naman yun kontrolado ng tao niya. Pwede mo ilagay dyan yung speed ng setup time, which is kontrolado niya naman. Diba? So, ayun, you can add KPIs to this and then use a scorecard. Ano ba yung scorecard? May nag-golf ba sa inyo? Diba? Yung nag-golf sa inyo, alam niyo na meron kayong scorecard to see kung ilan yung palo mo sa golf compared sa kung ilan yung usual ba dapat or ilan yung par. Diba? So, ganun lang siya. Ganun lang kasimple. So, ang target mo dito is 5. Tapos, linista mo lang actual mo 6. Anong variance mo? Meron kang 1. Is this something that you need to investigate regarding that specific aspect? Diba? So, ang ganda niya. Ang ganda niya, Pero anong problema dito minsan? Mahirap siya. It's difficult to use scorecards to make comparisons across business units kasi iba-iba naman yung goals nila. Diba? They have their own scorecards as well. So, ano pa? Ayun. Ang ginagamit rin natin dito usually KPIs. And ano sinabi ko kanina? It's best to use non-financial information. Pero, yun nga, diba? If you're using non-financial information, it brings open the possibility na baka subjective yung metrics mo. Diba? Mahirap naman kung ganon. So, yeah. Ayan. Advocate ako nito kasi kinihiwalay mo talaga yung perspectives and then naghahanap ka ng critical success factors or in other terms, KPIs natin to measure how well we are meeting each perspective. And nakalink siya. Hindi yan hiwalay hindi iba yung financial sa customer. Diba? These are all interrelated. So ideally, yung mga metrics mo sa learning and growth will promote good business processes, which will promote happy customers, which will in turn give us better profits. Diba? Hindi nakasilo or hindi nakaseparate yung mga perspectives natin, which is how a business should be. Pati yung departments natin sa loob. Pero sorry, nag-out of topic na ako. Pero yan, diba? At least everything is integrated. That is what a true quality management system looks like. So, ayun, what else do we need to look out for sa performance measures? Ayan. Kung tayo minimeasure natin yung sarili natin, tinitignan natin yung profitability ng customer. So we have things like whale charts. Ano ba yung whale chart? Tinitignan mo kung ano yung customers mo na mataas yung servicing cost. Ilan yung customers mo na profitable pa rin in the sense na ano bang ibig sabihin ng customer profitability? Meron ka revenue galing sa specific customer na yun, diba? Pero meron ka rin costs na binibigay sa kanya. You have to talk about this in section D. You have the value chain. So the value chain starts with what? Diba? Internal logistics, papunta sa'yo, production or operations, outbound logistics, kung paano mo i-distribute yan. Meron kang marketing to stimulate demand, and then meron kang customer service. Hindi lang yung cost ng product ang tinitignan mo. When you service a customer, kailangan mo rin tignan. How much does it take to market to them? How much does it cost to service them? Diba, mamaya marami pala siyang reklamo. Ang dami nating binibigay na freebies sa kanya. When it comes to support or service, ang dami pala nating ginagawa para sa kanya. Diba? For example, kung nagbebenta tayo ng software. So sa software na yun, si customer ang dami niya issues na kailangan bibigyan natin ng tech support. May cost ng tech support kasi sinasahuran natin yung tao natin doon. Pero, diba, you have to check, binabayaran ba nila yung extra tech support. Kung part naman siya ng original price na binigay natin, tignan mo. Baka sa dami ng tech support na ina-allocate mo sa client na yan, lugi na tayo. Diba? So, ayun. We have to analyze yung profitability ng customers natin. Why? Diba? You don't have to, ano yung perspective natin dito? It's because 80% of profits usually come from the top 20% of your customers. Just like how 80% of your problems usually come from 20% of the root causes. Napag-usapan natin yung sa variance analysis, diba? Ayun. So to maintain a competitive advantage, a firm needs to work to attract and keep profitable customers while discouraging unprofitable customers from dragging down profits. So, ayun, diba? Sige, let's just read the last bullets. Customer profitability analysis can be used to determine the profitability of individual customers, and then yung information na to can be used for target marketing as well. So that's very important, no? Yun kasi yung goal natin. We look at the customers that are most profitable. This gives us information. So titignan mo, diba? You want to keep these top 20% customers that contribute to your profitability, and you have to check why they are the most profitable customers. Malay mo, they are from a different target demographic from the other 80%. And kung nag-shift ka ng marketing para tamaan yung katulad ng 20% na yun, baka makapag-increase ka pa ng profits mo. Diba? Yun yung sinasabi dito na attract and keep profitable customers. Maybe yung customer base mo ngayon is the wrong target demographic. Pwede naman yun, diba? Kaya nga, napasok ko rin dito yung targeted marketing. Basically, you have to analyze the profitability of your customers. Hindi lang ikaw lagi yung nag-a-adjust. You also need to see if you are barking up the right tree. Diba? Preaching to the right choir. Yung mga tipong ganun. So, okay. Last slide natin. If you analyze the profitability of your customers, tignan mo rin yung profitability of your products. So, there's nothing new here that we didn't already do before. Pero you have to evaluate not just your managers, not just your operating segments in the form of divisions, pati yung separate product lines mo. Kailangan mong tignan using yung ginamit natin before, if it's still profitable to continue. Alright. So I don't want you to separate this from marginal analysis. Everything that we're doing here is, di ba na-feed doon, meron tayong shutdown or operate further. Meron rin tayong, like, you can do that for a division, you can do that for a product line, and so on and so forth. Baka naman, ang iisipin mo pagkatapos mo na ng CMA exam, okay, basta ang importante, kapag meron kang product, tapos nakita mo agad yung segment margin niya, negative, discontinue ka na agad. Hindi naman. We always have, ano sabi natin? Yung metrics natin are not immediate signals for reward or punishment. For immediate action, di ba? I-investigate mo muna. Yun yung nangyari sa buhay. Investigate mo muna bakit hindi kumikita. So, mag-product profitability analysis ka. Is it because my costs are too high? Di ba? Yung materials ko, labor, overhead, masyado bang mataas? Pwede ko bang bawasan on a per unit level? Di ba? Or, ayan, di ba? Hindi ko lang ba nababawi yung mga common costs ko? Should I increase my selling price? Yung mga tipong ganun. So product profitability analysis can identify products and services that are unprofitable. Same mindset, no? Kung hindi talaga siya profitable, sinubukan mo ng remedyohan, hindi pa rin gumagana, tanggalin mo na. Tapos, ayan, accurate allocation of common costs are critical. Kasi, ano nangyayari dito? If you evaluate, diba, uwi ulit tayo doon. If you evaluate things, not just managers, but managers, customers, products, segments, divisions, based on things that they cannot control, distorted na ang information na tinitignan mo. So, okay, if I have to wrap up the whole of performance management, we have to evaluate our people to force them to do the best that they can so that the company can achieve its goals. To do this, we need to have standards, okay? We need to have measures of performance. But we need to make sure that what we are measuring are managers, divisions, products on. Patapos na ako, sinasummarize ko na yung buong performance management. Dapat controllable. So when we decentralize, we also have to classify the different types of managers into what they are responsible for. Apat yan, diba? And based on what type of responsibility center they are, we have to use the appropriate measurement criteria. Okay? Alright. So yun yung gist niya. I hope you have the right mindset when you practice by yourself. Lahat ng napag-usapan natin, I think that's enough for you. And again, if you have any questions regarding this, sabihin mo lang. You can say it now sa chat, or you can reach me through email. Yeah. So yeah, we are done with performance management. So your biggest battle today, mahirap, marami tayong pinag-usapan ngayon. But your biggest battle today is preparing you for your greatest testimony tomorrow. So yeah, I don't know kung nasaan na kayo, if this is the start of your journey sa CMA, or if tapos na yung part 2, pero either way, ayan, hopefully you still find it worth it. lumalaban pa rin kayo. Ha? I hope you learned a lot from our sessions together. So yeah, that's performance management. After this, mag 5-minute break tayo. We'll answer some questions. So, may time pa naman tayo na konti. So, I will stop sharing for now. Alright. If you have questions, ilatag nyo lang.